What's going on, my Cardano friends? It is your Cardano friend Jack here, and in today's video we're going to be going over my 100x picks for this month and in general for Cardano NFTs. So with that being said, let's go take a look what I have my eyes on and what I'm thinking about investing or already invested in terms of Cardano NFTs. But before we get into the video, I also want to mention if you want to not spend all your ADA on NFTs and stake some of it to earn more passive ADA on top of your ADA, you can do so with the Jack Stake Pool, JACK. Now, I want to set the scene before we dive into exactly all the projects we're going to be looking at today. Because honestly, I have been, I've done a lot in Cardano NFTs. I've flipped projects. I've minted a ton of projects. I hold over 1,000 NFTs. I have a lot of experience over the past year personally in this sort of landscape, and there's a lot to be said about it. There's also a lot to be said about flipping versus, consumer patterns that have been going on in NFTs. And I think this is important to set the stage here today. A post from the founder of Deadpxlz, none other than Adrian, or AF, you may know him as, basically talking about that right now, the people who are investing in crypto, a lot of them are trying to do things just to make money, which is okay, but this leads to, in a lot of cases, some very unhealthy consumer patterns that do destroy a lot of good and bad projects. As mentioned here, basically people are going to pay 58 to mint and expect to have a 5 to 10x return in 1 hour, and if they don't get that, they're just going to sell off their bag immediately. And a lot of the time, this is going to be less than what they bought it originally for. And I've actually done this once or twice. I've done this before. I know the feeling of, expectation versus reality. And the fact is that people are going to do this continually, especially when it works. And a lot of the time with super hyped up mints, it does work, which is very unfortunate because this, in the end, leads to a bunch of good and bad projects getting left in the dust with really no attraction to be said to them, even if they are continuing to build, even if they are continuing to do great things. Basically, this happened with Pxlz even. Deadpxlz, now at a 3,000 floor, with an insane minting mechanism, super innovative, everything going on with them. After the second season ended, the floor price dropped to 25. The mint price was 50. So thinking about it in that way, this is not just applying to simple projects or just art-based project. This applies to pretty much every single new project that comes into the space. And this is an expectation that a lot of people have, that they're just there to make money. And the project, in the end, the people who really like the project and the project people who are making the project do get left into a lot of dirty mud. That mud being a lot of people trying to offload their NFTs that didn't actually want them. They just wanted to make money, which I get it. I'm not going to berate everyone for trying to make money. I get it. But I do think it is something to keep in mind when we're minting projects and for the long term of the Cardano NFT space and NFT space in general, how feasible it is. As Adrian mentions here, this can effectively kill new projects, good and bad. They quickly get burned. No one wants to invest in number 353 in the charts. Whatever project that may be right now, I'm sorry. It's just an example. But ultimately, these people are making the projects and the people who are invested in them, even the people who really like the project, their motivation goes down, the excitement goes down, and things die off pretty quickly, no matter which project this is, if it's treated this way, and most projects are treated this way from the aftermarket. Long-term investments in the right places will not only boost and motivate project to keep building, but also prove profitable in the long run as well to help the space grow as a whole. And this video, I do have some new projects I want to talk about, but I also want to talk about the 3 main projects that I've been looking at. And if you don't already know them, I'll tell you in a sec here, for the long term, and just really getting into those projects, staying with those projects, and as AF says here, help the space grow as a whole. To sum it all up, basically, imagine you're planting a tree, eventually it bears fruit, you pick the fruit, you leave it empty, you sell the fruit for profits, plant another tree, and you repeat the process. The old one rots in the ground, and eventually you just have a bunch of trees, a barren wasteland of sorts, kind of like the Lorax, where everything is just dirt and torment. Whether you're a project founder, or whether you're someone who loves minting and flipping NFTs, or just being involved in projects, be true to yourself, and please find things you like and go with them in stride, because in my experience, flipping and all this, it can be fun, it can be exhilarating at the time, but in the end, long term, those things that take a bit more strength to hold on to and to get conviction in are going to be the things that pay off the most. Okay, now let's head over to the first project that I have my eyes on and that are my 100x picks. First, we have Deadpxlz, the one I just talked about, the founder of, yes, Deadpxlz. I'm not going to get into all the reasons why. I'm just telling you an overview that Deadpxlz is probably number one on my list right now. Now, there's a lot of reasons why. I have a video about it if you want to check it out. One Deadpxl equals one house is the slogan there. I show my holdings in this video. I show everything. It's a 40-minute video going over the white paper if you do want to know more. Basically, one of the most innovative projects in my mind on Cardano, and with AF behind it, solely him, basically the whole team is AF, I have a lot of confidence this project will do well. Now, going forward and just showing you a little update, there is staking right now for the NFTs. Basically, it's a preparation stage. So if you have any pixels, go ahead to getding.gg and you can go ahead and stake your pixels. This website is kind of next level. I'm going to go and show you the main page, but it's obviously high quality. It's super crazy. Everything AF puts out from a UI point of view and just from a experience point of view, in my eyes, is top of the line, especially being on Cardano. Usually don't see much like this, and it's another reason why I'm very excited for the future of Deadpxlz. Now, underneath this video for Deadpxlz, a little while ago, I also mentioned Yummy Universe. Yummy Universe has been one of those projects that I've held on for quite some time, since September. I spent quite a bit of ADA back in September around the mint, and I really just like the team and everything going around it. If you want to learn more about Yummy Universe, you can see this video here. Deadpxlz one, the Yummy one, will both be linked in the description, as well as their socials. Really, I just want to show you before we get into the newer projects, the ones that people are going to go hype 100x mint. I want to show you what I'm invested in long term right now and what I have my eyes on for the past few months. Next, we have Makasi. I have also a video on Makasi. I invested about 10,000 bucks into Makasi. As you can see here, I go over the white paper if you want to know more. I am planning on minting their land, which will be mostly whitelist spots. I have about 35 whitelist spots between my holdings, which I'm going to need around 3,200 ADA to mint. So that just tells you right now how much I'm putting into this as an investment. And I really do like where the land is looking like and where the project is going constantly with updates and constantly with other things, which is why it's in my top 3 right now for projects that I'm investing and paying attention to. Next up, we have my own project. This is the first one that I want to mention that is kind of a new mint or something coming that is a little bit different. And Stickfrix is a project that I made back in September. I've been doing smaller things lately with it, but it has been just really going a bit slower. A lot of this is, to me, related to this thread and the aftermarket effect, but a lot of it is also just a lot of pressure from consumers to put out something interesting. Now, after taking some time and really thinking things through, I had an idea not too long ago, about a month ago, to make something for Stickfric holders, which I'm working on right now. All I can say is that if you own a Stickfric, you will be able to convert it and claim it for free as a motherfricker version of it sometime soon. That's all I'll say for now. That is what I've been working on. That's behind the scenes. I haven't told many people this, but I'm saying in the video, if you do hear this video and you want to chat about it, you want to chat with the Stickfrix community, you can join the Discord in the description below. What is a Murpher, whatever you want to say? It's mother effer, can't say it. I don't want to get demonetized. Basically, it is an original collection on Ethereum, and it is one that is public domain. It's under CCO, so there's no rights reserved. Basically, if someone owns one of these NFTs on Ethereum, me and you have the exact same rights to that exact image that the NFT is placeholding that the person owning it does. So that is what Stickfrix is also about. Stickfrix, if you don't know, is also public domain. Anyone can grab a Stickfrix image and do whatever they want with it. It's everyone's intellectual property. Everyone has the same rights, own it or not. Now, if you didn't know that, now you know. But basically, there's been a collection of Cardano blowing out of the water, debag muffers, and essentially they sold out. A lot of people like them. The idea is not to have a roadmap with these things. These are derivatives in my mind, and the idea behind the Stickfrix one is to reward the holders of the OG Frix, and then also there will be a public sale after the claim period for converting your Frick to a free Murpher, but that is more information coming soon. I'm going to write an article on the whole purpose behind it, the public domain movement, and why I think this is a great direction for my project and also a lot of other projects coming to Cardano, like the debug version. Now, the creator of the original project has put out a what is Murphers, basically, and you can go ahead and read this. I encourage you to do so heavily. I am going to be writing up something similar to this about why I think this could cross brands with Stickfrix and other brands and really build something special on Cardano, not just about roadmaps or anything, but really about just having something that is cool for everyone to enjoy and everyone have the same rights to. I think public domain is a great movement. I think mixing it with NFTs is ultimately the end game for a lot of NFT projects. And I'm really excited for you to read this. I'm really excited to write my own article that I am working on right now based on this and based on its integration with Cardano. If you want to see more of that, definitely stay tuned, not only on this channel, but also on my Twitter @JackFrix. Lastly, a fun project that I also want to mention is from one of the artists that has helped a lot of pixels make some awesome gifts, some awesome stickers. That is Sarah, and she has this own project with a whole team. They are minting very soon. I just want to throw it out there. I'm minting it. Why am I minting it? Not because of utility, not because of roadmap, because I like the art, because I like the people. So I'm throwing it out there. I think it's hilarious. I think the characters look funny. I'm going to mint some, and if you want to too, you can as well. At the end of the day, not everything has to be about profit or investments. I know that is the mindset pretty much everyone is going to be in when we come into Cardano, when we come into NFTs. The deeper we dive, the more intricate these investments get, and the more wishy-washy some of the ideas that the products will go up or down also become, and it does become very hard to predict market sentiment, especially in NFTs. So whether a project's building or not, whether they are doing something you like or not, please just think, what do you like? What do you want to invest your time in? And maybe follow your money accordingly. That part's up to you. Make your own decisions. Have fun. Have a great freaking week. Let me know your NFTs that you have your eyes on and that you'll be holding on to for quite some time down in the comments. I'd love to hear them. Anyways, see you guys in the next video. It's been your friend Jack. Peace out.